We shouldn't stray too far. What a surprise. Sparfle went hunt.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Callisto waits nearby, keeping watch. As you raise, you notice her look sharply towards the tree line. You've gained an item quest, full water skin. Alright. Out of the trees emerges Sparfell, one of the guides, barely discernible in the dim moonlight. He no longer carries his bow, and there's a strangeness to his gait. His stride wobbly, he moves towards you with labored breath. I think Homeboy got messed up.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparfle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap, the feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush! What you need?
Alright, so we're gonna knock him down. Stick our wolf on him.
Yeah.
Actually, we're gonna attack this guy with Wounded Arrow.
Let's go. Let's go.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
But there's loot.
What you need?
I send her up to knock down. Get the wolf. Another arrow to him. And let's do it. Knock him down. Our guy, use wounding shot on him. Come on, one hit.
Yeah.
Oh, we got all kinds of goodies. Copper, hunting bow, hatchet, some shields, hide armor. Okay, nothing really useful. Let's let everyone heal up. Oh, dang. Everyone's dead. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travelers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy. Kaliska puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as to ward away some poisonous vapor. A handful of dark figures stand above the fallen, threading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs. One of them, towering and severe with thick beard, tassels with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of a man you recognize as Heoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. Why have you done this? You have trespassed in places of which no mortal man is worthy. You are trespassers and plunderers all. We will see this outrage avenged. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them, they mean to kill us. Ooh, so we got a might and we got a perception here. Might, only a fool attacks a weak enemy while the stronger one yet lives, or your courage is a mask. None of you is yet slain to where. Actually, we're gonna try this. We are innocent to this. Will you not listen to reason? We know the ruin has been entered. We have seen the footsteps, heard the echoes. Now you must answer to the gods. Let's do the perception. The man's brow creases, questioning. We have killed many trespassers like you. Your kills are sloppy. The wounds on these people are insufficient and off target. This is the work of untested men accustomed to carelessness. The man bares his teeth. He looks at Heoden helpless, his eyes shut tightly for the killing blow. The man spits. We'll see whose courage is a mask. He shoves Heoden towards you. As he does so, the man rakes his blade against Heoden's torso. Heoden screams and stumbles forward, a wide gash in his clothing beginning to bloom crimson. The man sets his feet to engage you, his axe raised high. Oh, cool. We have Heoden now. Alright, so we're going to take her over here, knock that one. We'll send our wolf up to this one.
How can I help?
Heoden, blinding strike him. And then our guy will do wounding shot on him. See how this goes.
Yeah.
Switch it up a little bit. Alright, that one's down. Alright, we'll turn our wolf back on him.
How can I help?
Bounce around to him. Then you, him.
Yeah.
And then our guy attack him. There we go. Alright, everyone on that one guy. Easy. Your enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs in the air. At this, the eyes man roll back as he closes them. Good, good. The gods are just. A queer smile crosses his face. I am ready. The wind begins to swell, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile. Unpending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You feel it begin to seep beneath your skin, and where it pierces you feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against the wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across the chest and bowel Odima's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head and his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Oh, this is that spirit wind they were talking about. Straining against the gale that threatens to pull you off your feet with every step, you set your hands on the worn folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up on the ledge. Heoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges for Heoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Heoden lashes out against his fatigued assailant, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you. From your position, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. Fire at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Heoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Heoden clambers up to the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways, tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Heoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. But there's a deep resonance to the swelling wind behind you. Feel it in the rocks beneath your feet and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust minces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, an entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. Wow.
Was that?
A Bewick. Had to be.
Heoden's words come between wheezing gasps.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside. Can you walk?
She eyes the ragged slash across Heoden's belly. Can you... Heoden's jaw tightens. He nods.
Huh? That should be far enough. But what now?
Heoden's chest rises and falls visibly with each breath.
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
What happened out there? Caliska shakes her head. Windstorm, of a kind they only get in Irglanfith. Not too many people live through them, so it's hard to know what's true. The Glanfith word is Bewick. To them, it's the gods' way of reaping the souls of the land that couldn't find their way out. But they'll take a living soul as soon as a dead one. Still got yours? Who attacked us? Glenfathans. Those be the hut dwellers Odama warned you about. Look to be Fangs of Galawain, who are the twitchiest of the lot. They go ruin to ruin looking for fights with colonists. Poor Odima. I think he half expected this once we lost the main road. The Glenfathans said we trespassed in the ruins? I don't believe that. Odima would never allow it, but as much as the Fangs are hotheads, Glenfathans don't attack without being provoked. Either they saw something and got the wrong idea, or she glances down at the passage beyond, or there's looters in here with us. That's not something we need right now. What about everyone else in the caravan? Caliska's lips press together and her chin rumbles. Her voice is faint. The wheels got a hold of them now. She looks up. Gods grant them better luck in their next lives. You don't seem too upset about all this. Calicia looks you in the eye, a volatile current running beneath her voice. Maybe you just don't know me enough to know what upset looks like. And maybe I've seen worse too. Seen worse and kept on walking. Because there's nothing else to be done. And because there's other people you care about who still need you. Let's get going. Hayden takes a step forward and his knees buckle. And before anyone can catch him, he stumbles to the ground, his cheeks striking the time-worn cobbles. On an unsteady leg, he claws his way up the wall and back to his feet, but his stance is shaky, like a sailor walking on land after a time at sea.
Could we maybe stay here and rest a few hours? I've lost some blood. It seems quiet off to the left. Might be a place to rest there.
You've discovered some camping supplies. You can use these to rest in the wilderness or dungeons, fully restoring all of your character's abilities and health. Easy difficulty allows you to carry more camping supplies, but hard restricts them severely. If you fully run out of camping supplies, try to find an inn. Most have cheap rooms available. Alright, so we have restricted because we're playing on the hardest difficulty.
I hate to say this, but we can't afford to stay put. Those Glonfathans were riled about something. Could be we got company in here. Looters will be armed and ready to kill, and there's probably a lot of them. We can't be caught sleeping in their beds.
Please, I just need to lie down for a while. Then we can move as fast as you want.
Maybe you didn't hear me. We are gonna die in here if we don't get moving and get this place figured out before the looters come back. We've either got to find the exit or a damn good place to hide.
Alright, so we can either rest or keep pushing. I think we need to rest because him having that injury is going to be really difficult for us if we get into some harder fights.
This will be the end of us. No offense, but there's people out there I'd much rather die for.
You now have one rank in disposition and reputation. These reputations represent how people perceive your personality throughout the world. Even seemingly nasty reputations will be favored by some people, and benign reputations often bring out the worst in certain people. No disposition is inherently good or bad in Pillars of Eternity. But if your main character is a priest or paladin, you must be careful not to misalign their dispositions with what is favored by their deity in order respectfully for the main character only. Their dispositions will modify the effects of holy radiance for priests and faith and conviction for paladins. Alright, well, we're neither one of those, so it doesn't matter.
Thank you. Thank you.
Alright, so let's look around this corner.
Where'd that slime come from?
I got some loot. A mace. Camping supplies. That's awesome. And then hammer and chisel. Alright, so we only get 2 camping supplies, so we got to use that carefully. So what we're going to go and do is we're going to go and rest. Yeah, let's rest. See what happens. Hayden stretches as he wakes, gingerly probing the gash across his stomach. The fleshes begin to knit together.
By the gods, that's better. I think I'm ready to find a way out.
He sits up quickly and looks around the chamber. She really did leave us. She won't get far unless... He crawls to his knees and begins rummaging through the equipment with mounting desperation. You've lost an item, full water skin.
Damn her. She took all our water.
If we hurry, maybe we can catch her. Restock our supplies. And let's keep moving. Alright, so let's go down here. Oh, what do we got here? A trembling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear. Knobby elbows and thin ribs show through its scaly flesh, but you recognize it as a Zurup. It watches you cautiously, breathing in ragged sighs. Raise your arms and stand still. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emitting from the back of its throat. The creature sniffs around you and finds nothing of interest. It steps back and resumes its defensive posture. It's okay. I won't hurt you. The Zerp recoils, fingers still wrapped tightly around its spear. The creature cocks its head and approaches you, a soft clicking sound emitting from the back of its throat. Alright, still. I want to go this way. I'll tear you to pieces, lizard. Zerp eyes narrow and hisses at you. It lunges, raising its spear. Alright, we're going to send our wolf in.
How can I help?
You go in and attack.
Yeah.
And then we will use our arrow. That was easy. Tattered, this small. The small folio is torn in several places, and the blood is soaked into several of the sheets. One later entry is still legible, however. I can't believe my luck. A few rounds of dice, and I've had my hands on a genuine Ingwethian artifact. Fellow who had it said it was a pretty nothing as far as he was concerned. He's not willing to go digging in some ruins. But if he's right about the gem leading to a hidden treasure, then it's worth sneaking past a few painted elves. I'll head to Kylant Liz this morning. Then it's just a matter of finding this relief and finding what he was talking about. Scolder Whelp.
Yeah.
Seems really easy for this difficulty. Hold on, I'm gonna check something. Yeah, we're on Path of the Damned. Alright, I just wanted to make sure. It seemed pretty easy. Cracks are along the wall, floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Push on the wall. Despite the damage, the stone's heavy and looks solid. Push on it yourself. Push the wall with all your might and a crack begins to spread. Finally, you feel ancient monastery give way. The wall crashes down, revealing a circular room ahead.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner.
The Eastern Reach is a dangerous place full of lurking enemies and carefully concealed secrets. Enable scouting mode to move stealthily and search. Alright, so you stealth.
They'll never know I'm here.
Alright, let's take a look, see here. Starved Scolder Whelp. Let's see if we can get a sneak attack bonus here. Oh, this is not gonna be fun.
How can I help? Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
Got him.
Huh?
Alright, nothing in this room. Anything up here?
Feels like there's a draft coming through that wall. I don't hear any sign of that storm.
Spear Spiderling.
Storm either. Poor Kalisha. Steady does it. Worth a look.
Alright, so we can't get to her from this side, so let's run back around and see if we can maybe get in there from the other side. So I want her loot. I want my water skin back. I don't care about anything else. She took my water skin, and not happy about that.
Look at the tiles. What are those symbols? Worth a look. Does it? Can't move now.
$10 XP per, doing all of them.
Found something.
I have a torch. I wonder if I can enchant maybe? How do if I equip it as like a secondary?
Yeah.
Use the torch.
Sure.
So smart. I don't know what that did though.